Hi teacher, I'm here again. Well, my name is Aureliana Martinez. My name is Aureliana Martinez, and I'm going to talk about English, or why do I start to study English? Well, all people are this question, that is why it's important to study English. Well, I think that it's important to study English because because if we know English, we can, we have the opportunity for, we have the opportunity for good things. Also, learning English is important, and people all over the world decide to study it as a second language. Well, they decide to study it because all of the world knows English, and I think if we don't know English, we can communicate with other people. For example, many countries include English in their school, but here in Mexico, I think that the teachers are good for English, but I think that the student doesn't. Well, the students don't put the attention that the English needed. I think that we decided to not put attention, and I think that all the students say that I think that when I was in high school, I say that no, I don't like to study English. Is no, it's important to me. I don't need it to know English. And because my father said me that if I wanted to take a course about English, and I said that things that no, I don't want. No, it's important to me. No, it's necessary. But when I started studying, when I started studying at my university, the first semester, a teacher said me that if I know something about English, and I say that no, teacher, I didn't know anything about English, and he said me he or she, I don't remember good, and he said me the teacher said me that you need to know something about English, because at the end of your career you needed to present a certification about English, because you needed for your degree. And I remember that I say that no, teacher, I didn't know anything about English. And and I decided to take a course apart from the fact that in my university taught me the English class. But I think that the class of my university aren't good because all the teachers is only like you need to do it you need to do it this and this and something like that, and only that. And also is only 45 minutes, and I think that I can to learn with that time, because it's also like that they need to pass a list, assistance, and something like that, and I don't like that things. Also I decided to take this course because the teacher had me a test. No, the teacher had me take a test, an exam, sorry, and I really didn't pass, and it was awful for me because I was the only girl that didn't pass the exam, and I feel very sad with that because all my parents passed it. Well, and well, when I started to study English here was scary, and I really wanted to learn something new. And I think that all the teachers that are here in Qual are good and like me. Well, at the end of my course, I feel very scared because I didn't know anything about English, and my parents my parents were a new person, and were new person, and I didn't know there, and was scared because they know something about English and I don't know something. I didn't know anything about English. well I also of that, I think that I know English now. Now I know something about English. I however, do you know why learning studying English is so important? Well, English is the most commonly spoken language in the world. Because I said that half of the world spoke English. Yeah, but for example, I think that it's most the people that know English that the people that the people doesn't know English. And English is the language of science, computer, diplomacy, and tourism. I think that when you are in another country, the person that is with, you maybe you are going to buy something, and when you arrive to that place, you don't know the language that the person speak. For example, if you are going to United States, you need to know English. Not only in United States, because half of the world speaks English, sorry, and other half of the world speak Spanish, but not all the people in the world speak Spanish. For example, I know a person that he was United States, and when he arrived to something, we was in a way, and he passed past the red on the street, and the policeman stopped it, and the policeman started to talk in English, and this person was at the I don't he said me that I didn't know, I didn't understand that the policeman said me, and only say that I don't speak Spanish, I don't speak English, sorry. And the police say that no, really, I didn't well, I can't to speak English. And I think that is the reason to we need to study English. For example, when you are going to the beach, how do the beach speak two language? Because when you are in the beach, in the beach are many of people, and all the people doesn't speak only Spanish or English, and they can communicate with other people because they don't speak English or Spanish, and you need to find the way to speak with other people. And I think that knowing English increase my chance of getting a good job. And also I know a company that if you don't know the 50% of English, you didn't get that job, because they need that you know something about English. And English, I think, sorry, I repeat too much English. English is also the language of the internet. That is it. I think that English is the language of the internet, because many pages on internet are in English, and something you didn't understand. Also, many of series are in English, and someone of series are in English, and the series sometimes doesn't have a subtitles, only have a subtitles in English, but if you don't know English, you don't understand anything. Also, and that was the way that that is the reason that I started to study English. Also, because I needed to pass that certification for my degree. If I don't pass, in this semester, in all the course I study hard to learn, and I feel good because in this semester I presented my certification. The last Monday I presented my certification, and I feel good because I passed my certification and I have my degree. Not in this moment, but at the end of my career I will wanted my I will have my certification in my arms. And I think that when I was in high school, I didn't know something about the life, and in this moment I think that I know something, and I think that when I was in high school, I I don't care about I didn't care about anything, and for that reason I think that I said all the things that I said about English, and in this moment I think that I take I I I took best the best I don't know. I think that I took the best. I don't know. The best. Well, I take the best decision about my life, and I think that that's all. That's it.